All right, guys. Dave just sent me over a new. He revised the criteria sheet, so it's the same thing, nothing different than what we talked about, but he's going to grade it a little bit differently, or assign grades a little bit differently. So let's just go over it one more time. Here's the criteria sheet that you're looking at. I will post it in the WhatsApp group in a couple minutes. If we look at the left side here, we have description. The criteria apply to the reflective journals written for this course. The journals are a weekly report on teaching class over 4 weeks. So that doesn't really apply to you guys. We're only going to do one a month. Okay. We talked about in detail a couple weeks now what is required. You're going to have one slide for class profile, one slide for planned outcomes, one slide for evidence of learning, one slide for improvements, and one slide for lesson reports.
All right, excuse me.
So one slide for lesson reports. So hopefully everyone understands that the lesson report should be a summary, not the lesson plan, but a summary of what happened. So you have a total of 5 slides. That may be a little bit different from what I said last Saturday. So you will do a lesson report. This basically, on the fifth slide, you're going to talk about what happened in your class. Now, it's important that you're only going to do one class. You're not going to do a summary of many different classes, just one class. So don't do a week's worth of classes or 2 classes together. Do one class. You're going to write this for one class only. You're going to do this once a month. This month, January, and then February. Okay. Also, it's important to note that you're not going to write about what you feel, what you think, what you predict. You're going to write about what you know, what you see. This is evidence-based journals. These are evidence-based journals. So we want to put all facts. Okay. He has the Rationale of Reflective Journals, a hallmark of teaching education for some time. We talked about this in class. That basically it's the way that we improve our teaching, the reflection. Okay. The grades, how we're going to grade this is, we talked about this last Saturday, needs work minimum meets expectations, above expectations. But he told me today that he's going to assign an A. A would be above expectation, B would be meets expectations, C would be minimum, D would be needs work. Okay. Positive. Questions are answered clearly. So basically, this is the things that he's to look for. These are indicators that he is looking for when he grades your PowerPoint slides. Are the questions indicated, answered clearly? Are the descriptions comprehensible and cohesive? Okay. Are they understandable? Okay. And are they together? Are they unified? Student performance outcomes. Are they performance based? Are they smart? Evidence of student learning and behavior terms. What he means by that is what you see them do, not what you think or feel. What you actually see. What's the evidence? If you ask them to write a sentence, and the outcomes, if students will be able to write a simple sentence. Behaviorally, were they able to write the sentence? Shows critical self-reflection. So we want you to remember, this is a reflective journal. So we want you to think about it, and we want you to basically criticize yourself and go through the notions. Simply say that you had a bad lesson or a perfect lesson is just not good enough. What made it bad? What made it good? What made it moderate? Remember, this should be evidence-based. And then, did you describe the lesson sequence? Basically, go through the paradigm, starting from greeting and warmer all the way down to your communicative activity. Okay? Things that he will mark you down on. If you fail to answer the questions, right? As an outline that we talked about, class profile, plan outcomes, evidence of learning, improvements, lesson reports. You don't write performance-based outcomes, so your outcomes are not SMART. Does not state observable evidence, so you're not talking about what students are doing in class, what you see in class, evidence. You're not thinking about your teaching. Fails to reflect critically on teaching and improvements. So we want to see you think about your teaching. So, you have to be your own boss. Inadequate description of lesson sequence. So go through the whole paradigm. How did you start to how you finish? Go through that entire paradigm. Hopefully this gives folks clarity on what we're doing on these reflective journals. These are awesome tools, guys. So really dig your feet into this. As I told you in the beginning of this course, the reflection is paramount to us becoming a better educators or better educators. Okay? If you have additional questions, you can always message me. You guys know how to get in contact with me. Hopefully this video gives you even more clarity to what's going on. I will send this over in this rubric over in WhatsApp. All right, and I'll send the actually I'll click the link, and this will be a YouTube video. All right, have a good day. Be somebody's champion.